Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. We are live on April 24th, 2020, one day after the draft has commenced for the first round, and we have selected our first three first-round picks. And I have to be honest with you all, I'm actually more excited waking up today than I was last night. We're going to get into that in just a moment. Make sure you hit that like button on your way in. Make sure you subscribe if you're new to the channel. You can also check me out on Instagram, TD Phins Talk, Twitter at TD Phins Talk, Facebook, TD Phins Talk. You can also find my content at dolphinstalk.com, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure you all check that out. Shout out to everybody in the comment section already flooding the room. We have about 80 people in already. Shout out to Justin Sanchez, for being the first one in the building. Shout out to the mod squad, Chad Marchone in the house, y'all. Rhino Seath in the building. And Rhino Synth, man, one thing I want to say to you, I appreciate you always showing love and support, man. We be going back and forth in the comment section, but I know you always plug this channel and you always show love, man, and I appreciate that. You're always telling people to hit the like button and join the Patreon and all that stuff, though. I want you to know I've noticed that, and I appreciate you always putting yourself out there for TD Fans Talk. Shout out to Clemente3472, Brandon Hudgens, more of the mod squad in the building, Dave Dollar Bills in the house, Michael Simmons, all the mods that are with us right now. Horsey Head in the house as well from the Bahamas. Hey, I was looking at some stats today, Horsey Head, and we got a pretty large Bahamas following on this channel, man, or should I say Bahamian following on this channel, man. Y'all number two. Number one is United States. Number two, well, actually, Bahamas is number three. Canada is number two. Bahamas is number three, and the UK is number four on this channel as far as how many people in different areas. But shout out to everybody who's out here with us, man. Let's see. All right, so that's. Oh, well, let me scroll down, see if any more mods in the building. I think I got the mods, man, that are here with us right now. What's up, everybody? Here we are the day after. It is last night was actually shocking in so many ways. Now, believe it or not, I wasn't shocked about the Tua Tagovailoa pick. I wasn't shocked at all. I personally had my belief that the Miami Dolphins would not select Tua Tagovailoa, but that wasn't the case. They definitely did select Tua Tagovailoa. Well, let me straighten this out. Yeah, give me a second. I want to get my specs right on the screen. All right, we're good. All right, so I didn't expect them to draft Tua Tagovailoa because I thought that they would go after the talent available, great talent, because taking Tua would be too risky in my opinion. But it looks like the Miami Dolphins said that that's the guy who they want. They want to take that chance and they want to go all in on him, in which they didn't have to go all in. They were still able to get him without moving up, which I did appreciate that, if anything, not having to give up assets just to go up and get him. And we selected Tua Tagovailoa. So at this point, listen, man, I don't care what anybody says. I'm all in on Tua Tagovailoa. I wish him great health in this league. I wish him great success. I wish that I hope that he leads us to a Super Bowl. All right. And that's it at the end of the day. I know, trust me, I knew what was going to come with the territory if we selected Tua Tagovailoa. People were going to hit me up. I told you. At the end of the day, it's not much to tell TD. TD is an adjuster. TD has an opinion. And at the end of the day, I give my opinion. And if it's different from what reality ends up happening, then we move on and we readjust the opinion based off of it. And my opinion, I'm be honest, it still stays the same, that I would have taken talent, but I am actually excited and happy about this kid's future because now my mind has to go into a mode of this kid's going to stay healthy. I have to be optimistic in my own mind about his health. That's what I'm going to rely on. His health is going to be just fine. We're going to get him protection. He's going to absorb hits, and he's going to be better than the miss on Drew Brees last time. He's going to be better than that. And that's what I'm hoping for. So I support the kid 1,500%, however many percents that I can give in the matter. Shout out to Frankie the Tanny with the donation. Said, remember Jackson gave bone marrow a month before SZN. I'm not good on acronyms all the time, but SZN. A month before season. Okay, I think that's what it is. But yes, we're going to talk about him as well. But a little bit more on Tua Tagovailoa. This is our guy, man. We got to listen. I know there's a lot of people on this channel that didn't ride for the decision of Tua Tagovailoa. We got to get up. We got to pull our britches up and support this kid. He is a Miami Dolphin through and through now. We invested in him, and our fandom has to invest in him as well. This isn't a case of if he goes out there and fails or gets hurt where we say we told you so. At the end of the day, we got to hope that even if that happens, he comes back strong. I mean, I just don't want this to be a Ryan Tannehill all over again, having a player who I believe is worthy of being great, but us not doing what we need to do to help him be that. That's what I don't want to happen. And I'm going to be all in on Tua Tagovailoa, and I really do urge and suggest those of you who didn't want Tua Tagovailoa to ride with this team. We said it from day one. We were going to trust what our coaches did, even if it wasn't what we would do. And let's get that straight, ladies and gentlemen, because I've also gotten some nasty messages in inboxes and stuff. Let's get one thing straight. Okay? Just because I wouldn't have picked him at 5 and I would have picked someone else doesn't mean he won't be great in the NFL. I never said he wouldn't turn out to be better than Marino. All I've ever said is we don't know, but the risks are too scary for me to select him. But now that we've selected him, none of that matters. We have to hope that he remains healthy. We have to hope that he gets the protection he needs and he becomes a great player. I just really hope that in the future that we don't have a case of this is what I was talking about. Because I trust Flores. I trust Greer. And I said it a few days ago. If we select Tua Tagovailoa, in my opinion, it's more of the same. Taking risks. And nobody can deny that it was a risk. But now we're gambling. And all I can do is hope that it pays off. Hope that we hit the jackpot. And nobody's assessment of this kid, whether it was a good pick or a bad pick, no one, the people who didn't want to and the people who wanted to, nobody's assessment on whether or not it was a good pick can be proven for several years. This is another situation where time will tell. One thing we found out last night when it came to time will tell is whether or not they wanted Tua Tagovailoa. And time told us they wanted Tua Tagovailoa. And for that, TD is man enough to tell y'all up front, I was wrong. Because I did not see them wanting Tua Tagovailoa at 5. I knew they wanted Tua Tagovailoa, but not at 5. I had no clue about that. I was dead wrong on that, especially with the people that were in my ear telling me that here's some options that they've heard that were discussed in the office and things like that. I was dead wrong. Tua was their guy, is their guy, and always will be their guy, in the great words of EM Dolphins fan. And he was right. He was right all this time that he was the guy. But truth is, he didn't even know that. He wanted him to be the guy, and he stuck with it, and I give him kudos because he was right. He was right that was the guy. And that's our guy. This is our new franchise quarterback. Some people were saying, somebody said last night they were going to get me a Tua jersey. I'm good with that. Go ahead and get me the Tua jersey. I'll rock it. But I can't buy a Tua jersey until he's on the field. Because I already got bit by Minkah Fitzpatrick. I'm not going to let that happen again. Minkah Fitzpatrick got me with a good one. I bought the Minkah jersey, and it got me. He got me. So until Tua Tagovailoa is on the field playing in a real game for the Miami Dolphins, that's when I want my Tua Tagovailoa jersey. I'm just saying, I want to get that out there now because people have been asking, are you going to get you a jersey? This is a little bit more than fandom when it comes to getting jerseys these days. Tannehill was with us for 7 years. I didn't buy a Tannehill jersey until 6 years later. And then he was gone the next year. Mika, I bought it last year before the season. Gone. Can't do it anymore, man. So I'll wait till he's actually on the field. And I might even wait till I see him playing very well before I actually get it. Because things are just so crazy in this league now. But shout out to Tua Tagovailoa, man. From me to you, good luck. I wish you the very best. I want to see you succeed in this league. I want to see you become just as good, if not greater, than Dan Marino. And any flaws or anything that you yourself feel that you may have, hopefully you're working hard for this fan base, because from this point on, I know that TD is going to be working hard for you. TD is going to be right behind you, and TD is going to be standing for you to be successful. And I'm going to sing your praises to the sky. Give us something to be proud about, and let's get it done. Now, Austin Jackson, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of stuff last night about Austin Jackson was a reach. Austin Jackson was a reach. Austin Jackson was a reach. Let's establish a few ground rules before we even go deeper into Austin Jackson. First and foremost, the guy's going to be a starter. He's a hell of a football player. He is a great player. Let me just say that. Was he one of the tackles that were earlier prospects in the draft? No, but this was, see, everybody always blame me for being an optimistic one. They always say TD find the good and everything. But let's get something straight. Nobody should be complaining about Austin Jackson. The only complaints that I want to hear about Austin Jackson is where he was drafted. I'll entertain that. I'll entertain that. Because some people feel we could have got this guy in the second round. We might have even could have got him in the third. That's what a lot of people say. But you know what? There were a lot of players last night. I'm going to guess off the top of my head. There were probably about 6 players last night that were drafted, and nobody saw it coming. Weren't even on the big board, wasn't the next available. There were probably 6 players last night that had second and third round grades, even fourth. So we are so wrong, and I say we so that nobody feels like I'm getting on them. I'm going to say we to put myself in that as well. Shout out to Shake Money, who said the last 2 draft picks are only 20 years old. We're going to talk about it. We're going to get into that too. But we are so wrong to be unhappy about the picks that we made last night, especially with the Austin Jackson pick. Let me tell you why it's wrong. If Tom Brady was drafted in the first round, like I said last night, if Tom Brady was drafted in the first round, would they have been wrong? Since we can use him as an example to look back. Y'all let me know in the comment section. If Tom Brady was drafted in the first round, knowing that they could have got him in the 6th round, when you look at it today, would they have been wrong? I want y'all to put that in the comment section. Yes or no? Would the Patriots have been wrong to draft Tom Brady in the first round if they looked at this kid and said, he's going to be the next greatest football player in the NFL? I want to get him in the first round. I don't want a crazy team taking a chance in the second and reaching on him, taking a chance in the third of reaching on him, taking a chance in the fourth of reaching on him, taking a chance in the fifth of reaching on him. No, you're not. Joe said, what size jersey and what color, TD? Right now I'm an X large, but you can go ahead if you really want to give me a jersey and send it to the P.O. box. You can grab a large because I'm in the process of losing weight. dropping about 5 to 10 pounds a week. So you can grab a large if that's what you want to do. It actually give me more motivation. I'm just saying, if you really want to grab a jersey, you could do that for me, man. In color, man, white, man. I just love the white jerseys. I love all the jerseys, but I like the white ones, man. I like the white ones. I'm gonna rock a white one tonight. I ain't gonna tell y'all what it is. It's that fresh Mitchell and Ness, man. I'm gonna show y'all tonight, man. But y'all will see. But yes, man. When you really look back, you can't criticize a draft pick. There were 6 players last night. Nobody would have dreamed would have win in the first round. Everybody was like, what? There are 6 other teams that's like, we reached on our pick. What are we doing? When it comes to the draft, it's supposed to be for entertainment purposes and aspirational purposes. You can't write a story for a player for years to come. You can start giving a player a narrative at the end of the second season they've been in the NFL. I don't care how bummish a player looks in the first season, it's a rookie. And as long as you're seeing progression, that's a good thing. But you really gotta think of it this way. There really ain't no reaches. I've said it myself, oh, that would be reaching. He'll be on the board here and there. But when I really evaluated last night, there ain't no such thing as reaching. You only reached if he turns out to be a bum. You didn't reach on the guy. If the guy goes to the Pro Bowl this year, nobody's going to say anything about reaching. If the guy ends up an all-pro in 3 years from now, nobody's going to say anything about reaching. Because how can you say someone reached when there were 6 players taken in the draft last night that people consider a reach? What if us, look at last night, the Chiefs, the 32nd pick, everybody, oh, they're about to take Swift. Oh my gosh. Didn't take not one of the 3 top rated running backs. Didn't take one of the 3 top rated running backs. Didn't select one of them. But they got a running back. And let me tell you why it was a lot of that last night. Because when you look at the film, when you go to these schools and those scouts are out there busting their behind, and those scouts are out there talking to teammates, talking to family members, talking to their high school coaches, talking to their this, that, and this. They learn some things about these kids. Some of these top flight players that you love, some of them are so entitled that they aren't even coachable. I love your talent, but I don't want your attitude in my program. I love your talent, but I don't want your demeanor and your lack of leadership in my program. I love your talent, but I don't want your lack of being coachable in my program. I've learned my lesson. There's no such thing as reaching in the NFL until, let me back that up. There is a such thing. But you can't determine a reaching factor until you know what the player turns out to be. Because if the Patriots drafted Brady in the first round, nobody can say that they reached. Because they knew what he would or could be. And that's why they drafted him. And he turned out to be greatness. Not Brady per se. They got him in the 6th. And some say Brady was a reach in the 6th. Some say Brady was a reach in the 6th. Man. And shout out to my cousin Will Dowell in the comment section. We still should show interest in Cam Newton. I agree, man. Bring all the competition we can bring in. Bring it all in. So I'm sorry, y'all. Please don't get mad at me. Please don't feel like I'm coming at you disrespectful, because some people already done messaged me and said I'm unsubscribing because you talk to us like we children. I'm sorry. Y'all forgive me. If that's how I sound right now, please forgive me. I have no intent to do that. Maybe I gotta learn how to talk better to people, my tact. But I just personally feel like at this point, I'm changing my own beliefs. There is no such thing as reaching until you know what they've become. So Flores, let me, and what I'm saying, I'm getting off of Austin Jackson and want to get on Noah, but I'm gonna say one thing about both of these kids, Austin Jackson and Noah. Did you see their press conference last night? Let me tell y'all something about these two kids. And I already know why we drafted them. As soon as I heard the first 10 words that came out of their mouth, I knew immediately why we drafted those two kids. Shout out to Dustin Hall with the donation, saying intangibles play a huge part with Flores. I trust him with everything. I come to your channel because you're honest. Appreciate that, Dustin. I need that sometimes. I appreciate that, homie. I need to hear some things like that sometimes, man. Because sometimes I try to be as honest as I can, and even if some people don't like it, I need to hear what you just told me sometimes, and I appreciate that. I'll just leave it at that. But I know exactly why they drafted these two kids after both of them put 10 words out of their mouth. If you saw the press conference for both of them, you probably heard the same thing. You know what I heard out of their mouth last night? Both of them kids. Respect. Literally. I heard respect out of their mouth. I heard honor. I heard great upbringing. You can tell they know how to articulate their words. They're not just football players. They're good human beings. You can hear it out of their mouth with the first 10 words. The kid from Nigeria, Noah, he talked about his upbringing. Both parents, listen, he talked about his upbringing and how his parents brought him up pretty tough, but it only helped him get to where he is today. He has the utmost respect for his parents. He talks fluently. He's humble. Oh my gosh. He came in and said specific words that showed you he's not going to be Minkah Fitzpatrick. I'll play wherever my coaches need me to play. I'm willing to do whatever they need me to do. I'm a football player. Whatever they ask of me, I want to listen to them. I want to hear what they got to say. I would do whatever they ask me to do. Anything. These are young men who have respect in them. You can hear it. You can hear it in certain people's, the way that they speak. You can hear it. Man, somebody said, can he cover though? Absolutely he can cover. I don't know where all these false rumors about this kid coming from in the first place. Man played over almost 900 snaps in college and only gave up 3 touchdowns. Come on. Come on. Almost 900 snaps and only gave up 3 touchdowns. Rick said, TD, why you apologizing? That's the problem with society. Every soul thing's sensitive and you can't keep things real. You can't keep things real anymore. Keep it 100, TD. Rick Latour, let me. I might be able to teach you something in that regards of why I'm apologizing. I'm not apologizing about other people's ignorance. Let's get that straight now. I don't apologize about other people's ignorance. My apology to some of those people is more so to the fact that I can't articulate what I'm trying to say to them, in a simplistic form to where they can comprehend it. And that's on me. When you're doing what I'm doing right now, you want to try to say what you say in your normal fashion, which might be a little bit too complex for some people. But then you might want to try to dumb it down and articulate it in a way that some people that can't comprehend it can understand it. And some people still can't. And I apologize to them because I don't know how to dumb it down that much more. I don't know how to dumb it down that much more. Like the people who come in my timeline saying, see, you were wrong. I told you Tua was great. I never said he wasn't. People want to hear what they want to hear. When you think about it, it was the same thing with Ryan Tannehill. I said Ryan Tannehill is going to make the playoffs. No, he's not. But nobody really complained. He's going to lose the first round. 10 people, oh, wow, he won the first round. You were right, TD. But he's going to lose the second round. 10 more people came. Oh, you were right, TD. But he's going to lose in the AFC Championship. He lose the AFC Championship, 300 people. Oh, you're an idiot. I told you. Some people are so used to being wrong that they sit around and they live just waiting to be right. That's the problem. Some people are so wrong so often, they stick around just to wait on the moment to be right. So that they can blast it to the roofs. So they got one thing out of 100 things right, and that one thing's supposed to overshadow the 99 things they got wrong. That's not how it works, man. But it's all right. Because why do I apologize to? Because I soften the blow and I keep doing what I do so that people, hopefully I can get them to understand what I'm saying eventually. You can't get you can bring a horse of water, but you can't make them drink. Eventually I might get through to some of them so they'll see what I'm actually saying. Not what they're hearing, but what I'm actually saying. For some reason, people think that I said the kid sucks. Never came out of my mouth that Tua Tagovailoa sucks unless I was trolling. But at that moment, I told you I was trolling. So at the end of the day, you can't make everybody happy. You can't make everybody happy, but you keep doing what you're doing. And you try to eventually get them to see what you're trying to articulate to them. It's that simple, man. Shout out to Shake Money again with the donation. Said, this is not an airport. No need to announce your departure. Keep up the good work. TD Phins up. You have a right to your own opinion. And that's all it is. It's an opinion. Some people think that what I'm saying is a fact, and that's where you're too invested. I try to encourage everybody on this channel to have an opinion. Mine may differ from yours. It doesn't make mine any more right than yours. It doesn't make yours any more right than mine. Have an opinion. But stop thinking that when I give an opinion, I'm giving a fact, because you come back later as if I stated it as a fact when I was just giving my opinion. It's that simple. So I'm trying to help some of those individuals out that don't see that. They don't see it. All right. Shout out to Daniel said with the donation said, TD, we got leaders and team players with an upside. I agree. These two gentlemen, Austin Jackson and Noah, they're beyond coachable. And I'm gonna tell you who I'm more excited about between the two. I'm more excited about Austin Jackson. If you watch any film on this kid, do you see how he moves? Man, do you see how he moves? The kid is 310 pounds, moving like he's 200 pounds. He has that it factor in him. He has the it factor. It's another prime example of, I watched one play where he helped set up a screen. He came and studied like he was blocking. He came and he went up like, oh, I'm about to block. No, I'm not. Bam! And he went out to the edge. Oh, my God. He did it so fast. I was like, how is he moving so fast? Oh my gosh, that's who I'm mostly excited about. I'm excited about that kid, man. Austin Jackson, y'all might look up and he's the perfect replacement for Laramie Tunsil. And of course, I'm pretty confident there's going to be a lot of little small nuances he can improve. But look at what did I say? The reason why they picked him. The reason why I picked him, he has respect. He's coachable. He articulates himself well. He has that humility. He sounds humble. He has that humility. He's ready to become great. He wants to become great. He wants to be great. And you can see it all in him. He's going to be great. TD is going out on a limb right now and saying that kid is going to be great. No questions asked. Now, I could be wrong when it's all said and done, but right now, that kid is going to be great. We did not reach on Austin Jackson because, hey, what I learned last night, another team could have took him 2 picks after we did. And we would have said, oh, they reaching. And Flores and them would have been in the war room. Gosh, they got our guy. You never know. There might be 2 or 3 NFL teams out there right now saying to themselves, man, Dolphins saw that gem that we wanted. We were going to go get him in the second round, but they knew about him. And they got him in the first. There are probably a few teams right now that were like, oh, Dolphins knew. They knew it. Oh, man, they weren't taking no chances. We were actually taking a chance, hoping that nobody knew the gem that he was. I listened to GMs on other teams last night who said, we went out and we scouted this kid, and we didn't want nobody to know how good he was. We kept this one hush tight. Because I know, because it's not going to always show up in college football or Todd McShay's big board. It's not going to show up on their big boards and stuff. Because why? They don't play with the top team in the college. They're not one of the marketable guys. It's that simple. If I go out there and I scout John Doe at wide receiver, and he's faster than Jerry Jeudy. He leaps better than Jerry Jeudy. He has better hands than Jerry Jeudy. He runs routes better than Jerry Jeudy. But nobody pays attention to Eastern Michigan. Nobody pays. I know what this kid has. They're a primary running offense, but you know what? He still put up 800 yards in a primary running offense. Oh, but that's only 800, TD. But you're missing. Put him in a passing offense. This kid might have 1,700 yards. This kid might be, man, let me go ahead. That's my sleeper. That's what Miami did. They went around this country, and let me tell y'all something about the Miami Dolphins that a lot of y'all may not even know. We have one of the greatest scouting staffs there is in the NFL. There's been plenty of people who have cited that from other organizations. Those guys over there in Miami, they're the standard in scouting. They are the standard in scouting. I've heard that from people in offices of other organizations. 2 years ago when I first heard about this, they know how to scout over there. Their scouting is all, they have the scouts over there. They know what they're doing. And what did Flores and Greer say last night? I forgot which one he said it about, Austin or Noah. He said Noah. It was about Noah at 30. He said that was the best player available on our big board. Ahead of Swift, ahead of Taylor, ahead of McKinney. He was the best player available on our big board. So some of you may want to ask, how can he be ahead of McKinney on a big board? Because when you grade these players and you put it all together, he was the best player available on their big board. Just because we sit out here and listen to McShay and all these people rank their players and say, oh, we think this is going to be a first-round talent. He's won national championships, knows how to win, runs routes. He knows how to cover X, Y, and Z. Just because they praise him because he played for a big program that's always on TV doesn't mean that he's the biggest prospect. If you have a scouting department, truth be told, if you're scouting properly, the top 30 players out of college, only 10 of them probably the top players out of college. It's just that their reputation, the team they played for, the competition they played against elevates them above everybody else. That's why it's hard for these small schools to win in college, because everybody wants to commit to a big program. Why do you want to commit to a big program? Because you get more national recognition. What does more national recognition give you? A higher probability of going to the league. Why does it give you a higher probability of going to the league? Because more people obsess over you because you're playing in the playoffs, you're playing in bowl games, you're playing in national championships. But that kid over there in West Philadelphia College looked better than some of those guys. But he didn't go to a big school because he also went to a small high school. The program he was in didn't fit to where he was able to showcase his full potential. But you know what? That's what scouts are for. They all around this country looking at talent, putting these players in certain situations. And they literally find that some of these guys are better than these top guys. Where you think you get all your third, fourth, and fifth, and sixth rounders that become Pro Bowlers? Where you think they come from? That's exactly where they come from. But Austin Jackson, that kid moves. Man, that kid can move. That kid can move, man. I'm telling you, that kid can move. And Noah, I don't know where all this stuff about he can't cover comes from. He can cover. He can cover. The kid is always close to the receiver. And above all, you know what they highlighted last night, Greer and Flores? He's physical. He's tough. He can tackle. He can tackle. He can get a guy on the ground. Shout out to Russell Voris. Said Tua time. Let's go, Phins up. What's up, TD? I'm great, homie. It is Tua. Well, it ain't Tua time yet. 2021 is probably Tua time. Hopefully, I ain't gonna lie. I'm guilty of this myself. I'm actually eager for him to get on the field sooner. If he's 100% healthy, beat out Fitzpatrick and Rosen and Kemp. And, hey, put him out there, man. Let's go ahead and start this thing, man. I'm excited to see what our team becomes next year. I want to go ahead and start it, man. But it's not the right move. It's not the right move to put this kid on the field year one and start him right away. Let him do like Mahomes, sit on the bench. Aaron Rodgers, sit on the bench. Let him learn the pro style first. But like I was wrong about it, wasn't right to pick him. I might be wrong about that too. We might start the man. He's out here pushing the narrative that he'll be ready. We might start the man. That's one thing I don't know, and Flores and them don't even know. And that's what I ain't gonna lie. They did make me a little nervous last night when they asked. So, the medical didn't matter to you all. Is this a case where he starts game one? Man, when they said this out of their mouth, I got a little nervous again. They were like, well, I mean, we haven't even seen the kid. We need our doctors to look at him. We don't know timetable. We don't know none of that. I was like, oh, well, we really did go in blind. They said it out of their own mouth. They said, I mean, I can't give you if he's going to start this year or not, man. We haven't even seen the kid. Our doctors need to look at him. I don't know anything about, his medical or what it's going to. We got to let our doctors look at him, and then we take it one day at a time over here. That's what they said. And I got right back to being nervous, like, oh, we went in blind. We got him. But you know what? It tells me even more. He was always the target. Because if they didn't see him and they went and got him, he was always the target, y'all. Everything else was smoke screen. Everything else was smoke screen. And I can admit that right now. Shout out to Randy Constance. Said, I love the defense first approach. That secondary about to be nasty. I agree. And what did Flores say about Noah? You can never have enough corners. And this is a passing league now. You can never have enough corners. You're going to have to cover 2 or 3 great receivers every week. You can never have enough. That's why I said Noah's probably starting, y'all. And I would start him. Go ahead, throw him out there. Let's go, kid. Hey, this kid humble too. I like him. I like him. His upbringing, he said, that he had to focus on his craft. He worked. This was like a job to him. He worked. He been training up to the draft, and he said, got to get back to training. Can't wait to get into facilities and learn. And I love it, man. I love it, man. Time will tell, man, at the end of the day, but that's not say it's a bust. I mean, not a bust. That's not say it was a reach. We don't know what was a reach. They determine whether or not they were a reach. They have to determine that. Look at Lamar Jackson. Was he a reach? Matter of fact, he slid. So that's the reverse of it. That's why it doesn't matter, y'all. That's why it doesn't matter. Now I want to check in with some of you guys and see what you all had to say about last night. Let me know in the comment section what you think about last night. Well, he got beat by Espinosa. Hey, it happens, Dion. Russell Swan, Dobbins, then McKinney. Tonight's going to be real interesting of where we go. TD, who do you take? McKinney, excuse me, McKinney or Dobbins? Right now, I would take McKinney because we're that much closer to finishing the defense. But we may not take either of those guys. It might be another pick just like this that none of us saw coming, but a heck of an athlete. And somebody said it earlier, and I didn't touch on it like I should have. Both of them are 20 years old. They're babies. My bad. I still got this on the screen. I thought I removed it. They're babies, man. They're freaking babies. They're playing the way that they're playing now, and they ain't even had all their milk yet. Do y'all know what that means? Most of the kids their age usually do 2 more years in college. Do you know that they'll be signing their next contract at 24 possibly versus 25 and 26? Do you know that we're going to get more prime out of them if they work out and we re-sign them? Basically, we drafted kids that have if my cutoff is about 29 years old. If you're not under contract right now at 29, then you're either cheap or I don't want you, because I'm not playing a risky game at 30 and 31, signing you on a 3-4 year deal. That's how this league is set up. You don't do that now. In today's NFL, you don't do that. You're 29, 30. Wait, you're 30, you're 31, 32. You get 1 and 2 year deals. But we're going to get to see these kids go through 3 contracts if they're that great. Their rookie deal, their first payday, and another 3-year deal. Maybe 4, because we can let the 3 and 4 year go if they're not doing well. That's what we drafted in these kids. Born and bred in Miami. We drafted kids who could be staples in this franchise for a long time and get the best years out of them. They're 20 years old with that type of athleticism. And we talk about, but he needs to get better at this. He needs to get better at that. Noah and Austin are better than most of the guys that are 22 that are more developed in college. Did y'all hear me? Austin Jackson and Noah are better than a lot of the 23-year-olds. And they still have 2 to 3 more learning years to develop their craft and their technique. When you put it all together, this is like a no-brainer of why we drafted them. Nobody should complain about the players they are. But if you're not liking the fact that we went so early on them, okay. You know, it's just how you feel. TD, you went up a couple octaves. But hey, man, my man, I've been working hard lately, man. I'll tell you that. Last night was 6 hours. Y'all got to recognize that. And I was backstage for about 30 minutes too with some of the panelists. And shout out to Russell Vorey, pal. Bummed for Burrow, but stoked for 2 a time. What's up, TD? I'm great, man. I appreciate you showing love. I'm not bummed for Burrow, man. He gonna find out one way or another, and he gonna have to determine if he wants to stay there. Maybe he turns the franchise around. Maybe he becomes a bust. Who knows? We don't know. That's the point. Then shout out to Michael Simmons with the donate. Michael, you always dropping PayPal donations, man. I appreciate your love and your dedicated support on the channel. Didn't leave a message though, but never does. He just usually sends money. I appreciate you, Michael. Thanks for showing love, man, on a regular basis, because you really do. Thank you. Everybody who's been donating to the channel, I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. More than you know. Watching you from Italy. Great show. Ricardo Carrero, what's up, man? Shout out to Italy. Man, you got to join the stream one day. When it's nighttime here, I want you to join the stream so we can see that light outside over there, man. But I hope everything's good over there for you, man. Shout out to you, man. I think it's more nighttime now over there. No, it's really late over there, actually. We love you, TD. Love you too, George Albanese. Love all y'all, man. But listen, man, I'm actually excited about it. The only thing that got me in my stomach turned upside down in a way like, this is the part that I hate. On Sunday, when the draft is over, I got a lot to talk about. I got to do player bios. I actually stopped my videos that I was making on the whole team because I had got through 4 positions. Well, I only did 2 of them live, but I got 2 more ready. But then we cut some of the guys that I was about to go live about it. I was like, let me stop. Let's wait till the draft. And after the draft, now I know who's on the roster. Then I'll pick up on that series. And I'll add the new prospect, the new players in. I'll add the new players in then. So that's why I stopped this series, by the way, guys. We're going to pick it up probably next week at the end of the week. After I get through these draft players, I want to go through each and every one of them and talk to you all about them, where they're from. Even though we're talking about Tua, Austin Jackson, and Noah right now, this isn't the video for them. This is just welcoming them to Miami because I have to go in depth. I want to talk more about Austin's story with his sister. I want to talk about Noah's upbringing. I want to talk about Tua's adversity. I want to talk about all of those things. Shout out to Quint Riddle with the donation. Said, "Yo, I understand, yes, sir." Because I ain't want to do double work, giving y'all player bios, and then all of a sudden we got more players. No, we're gonna do it all together. We're gonna do it all together, man. And shout out to Quint, man. Shout out to Quint Riddle, man. But yes, let me see what else y'all talking about, man. You're going to be on live today too? Absolutely, DM. This is the draft. Now tomorrow, I'm not going live all day tomorrow. When we pick somebody, I'm going live for 10, 15 minutes talking about them, and I'm off. We pick somebody else, I'm going live for 10 or 15 minutes, then we're off. I'm not sitting from 2 p.m. all the way to 10 at night tomorrow. Trust me, tonight is going to be last night wore me out, and tonight I got to get through. But tomorrow, I'm just going to be reporting the picks, talking a little bit about them, and then evaluating them on a larger scale next week to do individual videos on every player we drafted. All right? But yes, man, let me see what else y'all talking about. Xavier McKinney overrated. There's a reason he didn't get drafted in the first round. Well, I could tell you one thing. Our coaching staff felt that way to a degree, at least. They definitely felt that way to a degree. And maybe not that he's overrated, but well, he's overrated in other people's eyes because their big boards had him going at number 15 in the first round. And he didn't. And it's crazy to me. Only one running back got picked, and it wasn't any of the top three guys. That's why I told y'all these teams are out here scouting. They see talent that other people don't see. They see talent on some of these other schools that ain't all in national championships or playing in the SEC. Man, they see other talent out there that they like better than the top talent just because they play on top teams. And a lot of times, some of these guys get recognized because of their quarterback. Oh, they love the quarterback. Oh, their running back is good too. The only reason you like their running back is because you first liked their quarterback. And now you've been looking at their running back put in work. It's exposure, guys. That's the part. It's exposure. They get exposure. J.K. Dobbins got exposure. Taylor gets exposure. Swift gets exposure. It's that simple. Do you expect the Dolphins to trade for someone or trade someone? Tonight's going to be an interesting night. I don't know, because yesterday in the first round, I knew a trade would happen. I just thought that it would be at 18, and when it wasn't at 18, I knew it would be at 26, which it did happen, but I thought that they would move 26 to next year. Because you're gambling, you got a huge chance of having a much better pick than 26 next year with whatever team you trade to. But when we traded to 30, I was like, oh, they're definitely going to take 30 and move it to next year, because now you got a 97% chance of the pick next year being better than 30. But we had a guy we wanted. And you know what I like about it? It was something skeptical about that pick when it happened. I said to myself, you trade from 26 to 30. That means the person you want, will be there at 30, but you don't want to give a 26 value on them, and you want to bring back an asset. Play the game a little. They could have got the kid at 26, but they played the game a little. They knew ain't nobody gonna pick this kid before us. Everybody else, they ain't scout him like we scouted him. We know what he is. They don't see it. He's 20 years old. They don't see it. Let's trade with somebody real fast. Let's go ahead and call those 2 teams or 3 teams that said this is what they'd be willing to offer to move up to our 26. Who was giving us the best offer? Oh, it was the team at 30. All right, go ahead. San Francisco, I think it was. Call San Francisco. I think it was San Francisco. I don't even remember now. Call them. Tell them we want to get out of 26, but give us a 4th round pick. Now we picked up a 4th round pick for a player we were going to get at 26 anyway, because nobody sees us getting this kid. Nobody knows we're going to get this kid. They may know about him, but his grade is 4th round, 3rd round, maybe 5th, some people. Go get me another asset. We could use that 4th later with another 4th and go back in the 3rd or something like that. Or move it to next year. Green Bay, I appreciate y'all. Thanks. And then especially Green Bay, they want Jordan Love. He already slid this far. Oh, let's get this 4th from them. Miami knew that their player wasn't going to get picked at 26, 27, 28, 29. They probably knew he wasn't going to get picked at 31, 32, 33, but let's get an asset before we shock the world. Let's get an asset before we shock the world. So you got to look at that too. You got to look at that too. Technically, Noah is a mid-second round pick. Let me help y'all calculate this. Noah, we just drafted Noah in the middle of the 2nd round, because you have to equate the 4th round pick we got as well. We got Noah and a 4th for 26 at 30. So in other words, we got Noah, 30 and a 4th round pick. So we got Noah and a 4th round pick. When you do the math, if you add that 4th round pick, it's really it's a mid-second round pick. because nobody's paying attention to the 4th round pick. They're just paying attention to the player. Oh, him there? No, him and the 4th round pick there. Him and the 4th round pick there. It's that simple, man. I love it. They saw, and listen, what I like more than anything, they got who they wanted. All 3 picks, nobody can question they got who they wanted. With all that talent on the board at 5, they took Tua. They wanted him. All that talent on the board at 18, they took Austin. They wanted him. All that talent on the board at 26 and 30, they took Noah. They wanted him. The Miami Dolphins are in their front office saying right now, we got it every piece we wanted in the 1st round. I don't care what nobody thinks. I don't care who happy and who ain't happy. We had a plan and we executed and we were 100% successful. I don't think Miami felt like they missed on any player they wanted. I don't think they felt like they missed on any player they wanted. Any of them. Austin is going to get coached up and he's going to be amazing, I believe. Noah, I've told y'all, in our scheme, you got Xavier Howard, you got Byron Jones on the corners. Now you got a true nickel, a guy who plays the slot receivers very well, who's physical, who can tackle, who can actually on screen passes get back there behind the line of scrimmage and make plays. That scheme fit all day. Who's coachable and don't care what position you're going to put him at. That is scheme fit all day. Perfect in our system. People are just caught up on, they saw other pieces that they would have preferred on this defense. What's up, Ian, man? Ian was wilding last night, man. I know he had too much to drink. He said that dime package is going to be sick. Yes, sir. Oh, my God, you're right. You're right. Not just the nickel package, but the dime package is going to be, listen, it's going to be hard to throw the ball on us. It's going to be real hard to throw the ball on us, man. That's what y'all have to realize. I still want us to address the safety position. That's why my fingers are crossed for McKinney. I know some people may have other options, but this 2nd round, we might be moving up right here, y'all. We might be moving up right here early in this draft. The draft has started. Miami may stay at 39, or we might end up with the 32nd, 33rd, 34th pick. Running backs are about to run. Running backs are about to run. And we may not select a running back. Y'all have to understand, having Jonathan Taylor and having Balaj, they believe in both of them, Balaj included. Will we take a running back? We may. But honestly, I find it hard to believe that they're not going to address the safety position in the 2nd round. I want to know what y'all think. Let me know in the comment section. Yes or no? Will we address the safety position? Will we address the safety position in the 2nd round? The 2nd. Let me know in the comment section, yes or no, real quick. Weston say, I want Swift. Raheem O.C. said, I probably keep on pronouncing the name wrong. He said, Winfield, you mean Howard? Yeah. I keep on saying that. I keep saying his name wrong. I better address safety in the 2nd. Yes, we will. I hope we sure up middle of D-line. They have to. Listen, man, I'm just kidding. Listen, I already know they have something up their sleeve at the defensive tackle position. I'm just curious on what it is, who it is. I know it's going to be a player that we didn't. The thing is, guys, you think TD done looked at every prospect coming out? Absolutely not. They're going to call some. Listen. I've heard of Noah. Never gave him a second look ever in my life. I saw him as a prospect. Never looked at him a second in my life. I mean, a second time. I said, oh, I see this kid Noah. Never said, okay, let me go watch his film. Let me go in depth. I ain't watching no Noah. I knew who Austin Jackson was. But again, he was another guy that was like, oh, okay. Because there's so many players. There's so many players. So it's going to be somebody to be like, who is this guy? When you look him up, you can be like, I like it. I already know they're going to do that to us. They're going to surprise us, and it's going to be somebody we don't know. And that's what some people don't like because we don't know them and they weren't one of the big names coming off all of a sudden. Why did we get that person? He probably better than the person you wanted. He's probably better than the person that you wanted. So you can't look at it that way. There's some great players out here, man. There are some really great players out here. You just don't know about them because you didn't give them the time in the day. They don't have the national recognition. Stop putting all this merit on players that get automatic national recognition because the team they play for, the quarterback that's in front of them. It's exposure, man. It's exposure. It's sad to me that some of these prospects get a higher grade just because of the team that they own. That's sad. So I already know anybody at the nose tackle now. I probably don't even know nothing about them. I mean, it's one or two guys I know a little bit about at the nose tackle that I wouldn't mind. But it's probably going to be somebody that I never looked into this guy. All right. Is he at least 315 pounds? Let me look at the film. Is he moving well? Guys, film ain't that hard to look at when you talk about players at certain positions. If you talk about an offensive or defensive lineman, you could just play. You ain't even got to play their low lights. You could just play their highlights. You can tell who's athletic and who's not. You can tell how they move right away or who got stiff feet or they just they bricks. That got good hand. You can tell. You can really tell right away. This kid, Austin Jackson, go watch his film. Like I said, he moves like he 200 pounds and he every bit of 310. He moves so fast, he looked like he crossing over and looking sweet doing it. He looked like he on a basketball court through the legs and looking like it's normal to him. Those are athletes, man. You see the bounce in their jump. You ain't got to be an expert film watcher to see that on certain players. You can see it off rip. And Austin Jackson, when I saw a few of them highlights last night, you already know. You already know he got that swag bounce in his body. I don't know how to even explain it. It's like a swag that, I'm loose. I'm good. My body is built for me. My 310 pounds ain't in a 280-pound body. Matter of fact, my 310 pounds is in a 350-pound body because my body can handle 350 if I was, but I'm 310, baby. I'm moving like nobody else. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know the people who got stiff knees still might be good, but they ain't hopping over 2 feet like that. You know, I think y'all get my point. I think you get my point. I think you get my point, man. And with a little bit of coaching, we done forgot about Flores and the coaching staff, huh? We gonna be all right. I promise y'all, man. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But we gonna be all right, man. And they only 20. I gotta keep throwing that out there. Who said that? Miguel? Yes. And they only 20. Ain't even become the men that they're gonna become yet. Oh man. Man. Ain't even become the athletic specimens that they're still, they ain't even done growing. And if he, oh my gosh. And let me tell you something about Noah. He ain't finished growing either. Noah ain't finished growing either. Noah ain't finished growing. Tunsil just signed $22 million a year. Wow. I'll check that out later. TD, with us drafting a new DB, is this writing on the wall for Xavier Howard? I had another thing that I slept on. It's not writing on the wall for Xavier Howard. Maybe Bobby McCain, but it ain't writing on the wall for Xavier Howard. This kid is going to be in the slot. Now, over the next 2 years, if he grows another 2 inches, maybe 3 inches, then it's going to happen right in time for them. You think about it. I think a lot of these decisions as well are timing as well. The kid is 20. You don't know body growth if you think that his height right now is what his height's going to be when he's 22. I don't care if it's a half an inch, 1 inch, or 2 inches. He's still got growth. He still has growth opportunity. And when you get with a NFL nutritionist, an NFL body specialist, a 20-year-old, they can get what they want out of him. They can get what they want out of him. They can get another inch out of him. He's 20 years old, getting with the NFL body specialist. They can get something out of him. You can never say what. You can't say, oh, they're going to get another 3 inches out. No, when it comes to a body, you just never know. You never know. But they can get some more out of him. So at the end of the day, if somebody say he's going to put on more mass, he's already a physical specimen. He's physical. He's very physical. He's very physical. Stop typing, people. I don't know what typing people is. He's very physical. He likes to get in the gritty grindness of the game and be nasty. That's what I like about him too. But if his body does him right over the next 2 years, he might be going out on the boundary and replacing a guy like X, depending on what the contract looks like. If X is playing out of this world and playing amazing, we're just going to keep them all. We're going to keep them all because we can't forget that he's a first-round pick. And let me tell you another thing that they bet on with both of these players. Let me tell y'all what y'all didn't want. You didn't want them to pick these players in the second round or further, because let me tell y'all what y'all ain't considering. Let me tell y'all what y'all ain't considering. We have fifth-year options on them now. They're 20 years old, and I think that's a part of it too. They're 20 years old right now. We get to use the fifth-year option on a 20-year-old. Fifth-year option on a 20-year-old. Man. EM said, TD, are you going to let me contribute tonight? Absolutely, man. We just got to watch the language, man. The YouTube didn't like that. They gave me a community strike. I got a community strike. TD, Laramie Tunsil just signed for $66 million. I just heard, man. That's crazy. That's what's up, though. I'm happy for him. Tough for them. They got to afford a lot of things, man. LOL, I was going to ask you, was you going to be on today? Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. Bobby McCain is the highest paid nickel back in the NFL who is playing free safety for us. That tells you a lot about the people running this team. I think that's unfair because we were so depleted in the secondary, and last year was a year where it really didn't matter. We knew we weren't going to the Super Bowl, so they wanted to give a lot of players different exposure and different looks at different positions, which helped us with the evaluation of certain guys. So I don't think we should look at it that way. I respect your opinion, though. I mean, it makes sense. Highest paid, and yet he's playing another position. And I've always been on record saying this man need to be at the nickel. But now, or Bobby McCain gets better at the safety this year. I don't know. Bobby has cornerbacks now who are going to take care of their own assignment, and a nickel or slot guy now who can take care of his assignment, or like EM says, in a dime package, or you got two slots now, two to the right, two to the left. Bobby on one side. I feel good about Bobby on one side of the slot and Noah on the other side of the slot. So many different avenues here. How is it going to work out? Listen, do y'all realize how much talent we've accumulated in 365 days? We've gotten rid of a lot of talent, but do you realize how much talent we've accumulated in 365 days? There are a lot of rooms that are getting full right now. Some people look at that as a problem. I say it's a luxury. There are a lot of rooms that are getting full. And even if you're one of those individuals in the comment section right now saying Bobby to the bench, great bench player to have, especially if he's going to be in the nickel, guarding guys out of the slot. And we're not done. We're not done. This tonight is going to, ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, 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 ooh-wee. I think there's more fireworks tonight than last night. Last night was just a shocker on every level for everybody, except the number 5 pick. A lot of people knew we were taking Tua. And then you had individuals like myself who didn't think it was the best thing. And a part of me knew that we probably would take him, but I just didn't want to believe it because of all the other talent that was on the board. I didn't want to believe that whatsoever. I just thought there was a lot of other talent on the board that we couldn't pass up. But we did, and we took the guy that we've always wanted. There's no question, guys. Of course we wanted Burrow, but if Burrow wasn't there, we've always wanted Tua. Because to pass up on Brown and some of those guys, it can only tell you we've always wanted Tua. And I learned that last night. A lot of us learned that last night. It's crazy, man. Shout out to the 460 people watching right now. 61, actually. Y'all hit that like button. We got half the likes at 231 likes. Punch that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. This is what we do over here. We talk Miami Dolphins football. We love our team. It's the home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. As you know, over time, we just keep doing things bigger and better, man. We keep doing things bigger and better, and I'm proud of it. Man. Let me show y'all something real quick. Y'all give me a second. I'm going to bring it up. And thanks for y'all patience. All right, it's coming up now. Oh, man. This actually makes me laugh, man. This actually makes me laugh. Let me show y'all something real quick. Let me share the screen with y'all. All right, here we go. All right. Having trouble connecting. What's wrong? One moment, guys. Thanks for y'all patience. I'm having a slight issue here. Let me turn this off. ATD, love your new room. Me too, man. This is half the room. It's a whole nother half to it, man. If you're on Wi-Fi, move closer to your router. Oh, y'all give me a second. All right. I had to connect something real quick. Try to do it that way. Sorry, I should have had this ready for y'all. Travel here was a sleeper. What's up, y'all? Can y'all hear me? Let me know in the comment section, man. I think the issue was I had knocked my internet out. Actually, I didn't knock it out. I actually don't know how it got disconnected, but the box is rebooted. Let me know in the comment section if you can hear me. Yes, yeah, man. I'm glad some of y'all stuck around, man. We lost like 150 people from that mess, but we're back, man. All right, wrong. 11's Park. Yes, yeah. Let's see. Yes, yes. All right, cool. I think we're good then. Everybody's saying yes. I can't hear Tua commentator. I can hear Tua commentate. Yeah. All right, let me see. Can y'all hear me? Let me make sure. You still live, TD? What? Yeah, I should be at least. I'm not sure. That's what I'm waiting on. Yeah, it should be back up in Brooklyn now. Sorry, baby. All right, we good. We got you, TD. All right, cool. Some of y'all hung out still. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, we were having a few little issues, but I think we're all good now. All right, we're back, man. We're back. All right, so all right, we're good. Can I? Oh yeah. Yeah, that's fine. All right, love you. Sorry, my wife working from home as well. And she's like, yeah, cut off on her. I don't know why I did that. But we're good. All right, so everybody, we're back. Lagging a bit though. Ooh, is it? That wouldn't be good. One moment. Let me know if it's lagging for y'all. Yes or no in the comment section. Is it lagging? Yes or no? Yes or no in the comment section. Is the video lagging right now? It shouldn't be. I mean, I got 1 gig internet. I should never have that issue. Even though I got a lot of things going, I probably got 8 devices hooked up to a no lag. Okay, it ain't no lag. Okay, we're good. All right, let's see if I can get this done, what I was trying to do. All right, let's see. Share. All right. This is what I was trying to show. Do y'all remember this? Do y'all remember this, man? Do y'all even know what this is, man? The title, Miami Dolphins 2018-2019, Let the Winning Begin. This was my very first video on TDPHINSTALK. This was my very first video. Very first, man. No, that ain't the Miami Miracle. This is actually the very first video, and I was in a corner. I was in a corner of a room, and I just always wanted, hey, I want to talk Miami Dolphin football is what I love. I had my Tannehill jersey on. I had a little football cup, my little Dolphin man. He can always ride out with me, by the way. My flag that I got at the draft, that flag right there, I got at the draft that year. That year, 2 years ago, I got that flag on top of my head at the draft. The draft was in April, and this first video right here was in May. I think the end of May. So it's not even 2 years yet. Okay. It's not even 2 years ago. Man, I gotta find that flag. It's some I think that's it. I think that might be it up there. But I'll never forget when I went to that draft, I had Falcons memorabilia, I had all that stuff, and I said I gotta leave here with some Dolphin stuff. I traded my Roger Goodell autograph signed access badge. I traded Atlanta Falcons fitted cap. It was like a lot of stuff they gave. And I traded it all for that one little car flag because I had to leave with the Dolphins. TD rocking the afro. But this was my first video, man. This was my first video. 3 little caps at the top with the little Dolphin thing and the flag. And I never forget this, man. This is where it all started. Y'all need to go check it out too, because y'all, that video ain't even got 700 views on it. But this is my very first video. And the reason why I'm showing y'all this today, because a lot of people say, oh, thank you, TD. I appreciate you. Oh, I love your background. I love this and that. We've come a long way. We've come a long way already. And off of the strength of the channel, a lot of these things are possible for us to continue to grow, do things bigger and better. We were supposed to go to the draft this year, and that didn't happen, but we've come a long way. And I want to thank a lot of you all for helping us build this channel bigger and better. I mean, is it not bigger and better, y'all? Is it not bigger and better? I think I was on a makeshift desk with the mic hooked up to the right side of it. And y'all used to complain about the mic quality. Somebody used to write me all the time, bro, I like your content, but you seriously need a new mic. Your audio is horrible. So y'all go check it out, man. But I want to thank a lot of y'all for helping me do a lot of the things that I've been able to do on this channel. What y'all see on the screen right now, I honestly will say it ain't even half of it. because I got bigger and better things coming in the future. But as I hoard things, I'll save it for later. But thank y'all to all the Patreon members. Thank you as well. See, this is no Patreon. No. Oh man. The reason why I'm even bringing this up to y'all because my wife, yeah, I'm about to get vulnerable, so I ain't finna have y'all judge me. But my wife had me in tears earlier today. She was just talking about where I came from, and she was like, "Do you remember when you were in the corner of that room, to now?" And she was like, she basically stopped me and she said, "I'm proud of you." She said, "I'm so proud of you. You're building something from scratch and it's your own. And you said you wanted to do it, and you're not one of these individuals that talk about it, but you're being about it, and you're trying to build something." And that's what I'm doing, y'all. And she made me a little emotional when she said it, because she also handed me my I'll show y'all what she handed me. So she handed me the Merino jersey, the Mitchell and Ness, which when I looked up, I was like, man, this ain't your typical 99.99 one. It's one of those authentic boys. And she said she was just proud of me and she wanted to give me that gift. And it's another gift coming. I forced her to tell me what it was. So I thank her so much. I love my wife. I love you, baby. If you watch this, I thank you for supporting me all this time, supporting me in my vision and my dreams and the dreams that I have and the visions that I have. Because we're going to take this a whole lot further. With all the things that we're trying to do in our life and the family that we're trying to build and the relationships we're trying to build with all our extended Phin family. I just wanted to let her know I love her so much. She had me all emotional earlier, because sometimes just hearing that from people that they're proud of, that she's proud of me, her husband, which I love, because people don't realize in this picture there was a lot of things. I mean, our newborn baby was here. We were never doing bad, but at the same token, we were living our life trying to figure out what our next moves were. I wanted to come back to Florida where I'm from. We were in Dallas, Texas. And just knowing that we're back in Florida, I'm back home now. And she did that for me. She left her home in Texas because, well, she likes Florida anyway. But just how our life is going, we're happy, And a lot of people in this world, I just want to say to everybody, man, if you got a dream, desire, aspiration to do anything, go for it, man. Just start. That's the key. Just start. Because I remember in this picture right here, some people don't know, I was working 2 jobs. I was a school teacher by day and a security officer by night, picking up some extra cash and stuff just because. And why? I never forget about 3 a.m. at the security job, because I would go to security and I would get off security at 7 a.m. And when I left security, I would get dressed in the restroom at the security place, and I would drive all the way to the school to go teach. So I would start at like 10 at night all the way to like 5 in the evening, go pick up the kids from school, do all of that stuff, and go home, get 3 hours of sleep, and do it all over again. And I never forget, 3 a.m, one night at the job doing security, I went on Amazon and ordered this mic, ordered like a little light stand, and ordered a few little pieces and said, I'm going to start doing what I want to do in my life. And that's talking about what I'm passionate about. And I love sports. I love football and I love the Miami Dolphins. Let me start. And this was the first video. That was that time in my life. Going to work every single day, working hard for my family, which I would do anytime and still will. But I just had a point where I want to do what makes me happy. And I've been doing it, and I've been loving it ever since. And I'm happy. I'm happier than I've ever been. Happier than I've ever been. And that's why I always say, I don't beg for nothing on this channel and do all of that crap. But I always say I appreciate those who do support me, because I made this my career. I actually laugh when people try to be nasty. It ain't nasty to me in the comment section and say, you suck at this, get a real job. this is a real job for me, at least. So that's why I'm appreciative for those who support this channel. And what you have to understand, supporting this channel isn't just a color coming across the screen with money. You watching, being here, a part of this family, is supporting this channel. So understand that wholeheartedly. That's why I'm always giving. I do give extra shout outs to the Patreon members and things like that, because they help us do this even bigger and better on every single level, man. And I'm grateful. So I want some of y'all. So because it does bother me. That's why I was saying what I was saying earlier. It does bother me when people say, "Oh, I unsubscribe to TD because he talked to us like children," and I don't try to. So I take that type of feedback, and I know, trust me, I know between us, it's just me being 100, and they don't like it, but I still take the feedback because sometimes I want to evaluate myself because I want to get it right for you all. I want to do this the right way for every single one of you guys, because I enjoy it. And it's been worth it for my life and helping me continue to grow a brand and represent the team that I love and meet all these great people, man. I couldn't name all of you. I would make people jealous and mad for not naming them right now. Y'all don't understand the amount of people that I've met. EM Dolphins fan, man. Ball Game, Finsanity, Reason. I mean, it's so many. Elder Bruce Jones. Man, so many, man. I can't forget about my homie Vincent, who I do tailgating with. Y'all saw those videos, man. Literally, there's a million not a million, obviously, but there's so many names in my head. But trying to think about them all has me not being able to identify them all in my mind right now. I go through the Sean Tunsil, Laramie Tunsil's relative. DM Phins shows me love and shows my sister love on her channel. It's so many of us, man. Man, Plank Titan. I've been thinking about the young ones lately. Plank Titan, he's a young kid, but he rides out with us at times, Not only that, Big Boy Sports News. Man, I how did I forget his name? It's another one, and I'm probably gonna do that too. I want to see the young guys have their own platform, because there are some 14, 12-year-olds, 15, 16-year-olds that join this channel that have actually started their own YouTube channel for the Dolphins as well. And I know that they don't get a lot of recognition. So I'm even thinking about one night a week having those guys in like a youth panel on this show. And that way their show can get more exposure as well. I thought about that this morning, and I'm going to end up reaching out to them. So when I do this, I want y'all to show love too, and show them some support, because they're over here rocking with us, and they're our future, man. And it ain't got nothing to do with the Dolphins. It's young kids doing something they love, and they ain't out here in these streets doing this craziness, man. And they starting their own little channel. And I'm going to check out their channel, and I'm noticing he got 30 subscribers, and the next week he got 31. That's motivate these young kids, man. And then it may not be to be YouTubers in their life or nothing like that, but they're doing something productive that's keeping them out of trouble, that's keeping their mind focused on something more productive than what they could be. So that's something I thought about this morning, and I'm gonna need y'all help supporting that, because I want to be able to bring them on here once a week, for even if it's 30 minutes, and talking some Dolphin football and promoting what they're doing on their own platform, man. It's those type of things, man. Just it's amazing, man. The opportunities that this is giving me, and I want to bless as many other people as I can with the platform that we're building over here. I'm not perfect, never was. God isn't through with me yet. Let me say all that one more time. I'm not perfect, never will be, but God is not through with me yet. All right. So if you ever see anything that rubs you the wrong way or you don't like, just hit me up an email, and we'll have a conversation. I'm a very humble guy, but I am a guy who honors respect. If I don't get respect, trust me, I'm trying God ain't through with me yet. So if I don't get respect, I'm trying every way possible to jab back in a nice, nasty way. That's just me. That's my personality. But he working on me, y'all. He working on me. But no, man. We're family, y'all. I really do feel it. I really do feel that way. And that's why I value you guys' opinions. I value your opinions, man. All right. What is Reasoning EM's channel? Finside the NFL. Finside the NFL. So PHINSIDE NFL. All right. Oh, my wife is here. My wife is here. Hey, babe. Somebody said, what did they just say? TD Jake's Phins talk. Hey, man, you know what? That's crazy you say that. That's one individual I get a lot of inspiration from. That's one individual that I get a lot of inspiration from. His messages to me don't just throw religion all in your face, but life in relationship with God. So that's why I respect TD Jakes, man. TD is good people. He put up with a lot of foolishness. Ooh, tell it. I ain't gonna say it, but tell it. A whole lot of foolishness. Oh, it's a lot harder than you guys think. Thank you for saying that, Justin Pro Football Scouting Analyst. He knows. He's a YouTuber himself. It's a lot harder than you guys think. But I'm happy to say I put the work in for y'all. Behind the scenes, the stuff that I have to learn. This platform we're on now, StreamYards, I had to learn this platform. I remember when I first learned about, and I told y'all, I learned about this platform from a Jets fan. We were having conversations about doing some collabs. I went on their channel, worked with them for a little, did some collabs. Some of those fans are on our channel because they like what I did over there. And he said, hey, TD, man, but the collabs I was doing was audio. And whenever he brought me on the channel, he showed me StreamYards. He said, you got to do this. I hit Doug up right away. Doug, man, I got something that's going to elevate both our channels, man. You might want to try this. Doug sat on it for about 3 weeks, but he saw what was happening, and he said, yeah, that is nice. Doug tells his people all the time, TD's the one that showed me this. And I always talk about the Jets fan that showed me this. But all the technology, all the things that I do, I had to sit back. I had to learn. I've never done this. I'm not a video guy. I have to sit back. I got to YouTube myself. How do I do this? How do I do that? And I keep on practicing until I become an expert to give y'all the best shows that I can, to give y'all the best productions that I can. Is it great now? It ain't nothing compared to what the future is going to bring. The stuff that I'm saving up to get that's going to elevate this channel, the video production, listen, y'all gonna see. I have visions and I'm not sleeping on them. I'm going after them, and I'm gonna execute them with deadlines. So that's why I appreciate all the support y'all give, because y'all constantly give support, and I'm gonna constantly go hard. Man. It's that simple, man. Thank you for your hard work and dedication, bro, man. Thank y'all for being here with me, because y'all motivate me to do that. Some people don't just have it in them automatically. Let me say that. Let me be clear. That's why EM will contest to this. Me and EM done had conversations. I ain't going to go too far into detail, but EM wouldn't be on camera. I'm straight. But you know what? Just like Finsanity said the other day, y'all don't understand how y'all push me, how I push some other people. EM told y'all on camera before, I'm not the type of person that'll do this, but he's doing it, and motivation needs to happen from every angle of your life, but you can't be selfish and not spread it yourself. Let me tell you a little secret. It's a little cheat code. When you motivate other people, somehow you become motivated yourself. That's a little cheat code to tell y'all. It's a cheat code, okay? Take that cheat code and go win. Go win the game, man. When you start motivating other people, for some strange reason, you become motivated yourself. And I need y'all to know where my source of motivation comes from, outside of my wife, because she's right here. I got to give her love, right? But y'all, man, y'all motivate me. I could be sitting there and I streamed all day today, streamed all day tomorrow. And then at one moment, I'm like, man, I'm exhausted. I need to take a day. And then that truck driver emails me and say, bro, you keep me up at night. If it wasn't for you, I don't know what I would do. Man, I'm fighting cancer. I'm going through chemo. I listen to you when I'm going through chemo. I appreciate you. When I get messages like that, man, Y'all don't understand, man. It's everything. But y'all got to understand, y'all are the source of that. Y'all motivate me to help somebody fighting cancer. And we worry about all the smaller, we worry about reaching for a guy at 18 last night when people are out here fighting for their lives and we are motivating them. Y'all don't realize that you're indirectly motivating others, not just TD, but since you motivate me, I'm able to spread that to others. But I need y'all. This is how we have a better world. I need y'all to not be selfish and keep motivating other people. Support everything you can support. It don't mean give it all your time if you don't want to, but let people know you appreciate and why they're here. Kobe Bryant is a prime example of, man, you're not promised tomorrow. You're not promised tomorrow. Give people their flowers while they're here. And y'all give me flowers every single day. But I'm not the only person in your life that needs them. I will always accept them because, again, what we're building over here is bigger than what many people, than this YouTuber talking crazy in a room. It's bigger than that, man. You don't realize you're saving lives in so many aspects. I don't have to go into detail, but people who message me about committing suicide and how my channel literally is it shakes me. How, bro, I've been through, y'all know I have these talks like once every 3 months, just like this. And somebody's listening to this talk right now who is going through hell in their life. Heck in their life. See, I told you he ain't through with me yet. And Igbinoghene in the building, so I had to change it. Keep it clean. Team, keep it clean. I love you, bro. Shout out to Igbinoghene, man. But people that message me and say, man, I've thought about committing suicide and you don't understand how you've motivated me. And I have to reflect on myself, like, how did I motivate you from committing suicide by talking sports? And then I start to realize the impact sports has even in this country alone. Some people don't realize sports is also therapy in this country. Imagine the United States without sports. Now we got a whole bunch of people going to work just to survive, stressed out, have nothing to look forward to. People don't realize the void that sports fill. And an idle mind is the devil's playground. An idle mind is the devil's playground. With no sports, we'd have this, man. You think this world is going through stuff now? Huh. So I'm gonna keep doing my part. And I'm gonna ask y'all, like I say, I don't ask for all the donations and this and that. I just appreciate them when you give them. But I'm gonna ask y'all to keep motivating me. Keep motivating me. I'm motivationally greedy now because everything you give me, I feel so energized to go out and give somebody else. All the energy you give me, I have extra to give someone else because there was a time in my life where I didn't even have energy to give myself. So now that I got extra energy, I got to make sure I help the people who ain't got energy to give themselves because it's a lot of them out there. It's a lot of you out there. Don't feel bad about it. I was there. Didn't have energy to give myself. Work at night. When you get off in the morning, you go to work. You get off from work, you pick the kids up. You go home, you're fixing dinner with your wife who had it's even just as hard of a day. You're making sure all the kids are bathed. You look up, it's 9 o'clock and you got to go back to work at 11. And not to mention what your spouse might be going through because her job is even harder dealing with the kids when you're not there. That's what's happening in this world today with a lot of families. It's hard out here. Don't have time for themselves. It's a cycle. And that cycle messes with your head. And it puts you in a state of depression. It puts you in a state of laziness. It puts you in a state of lack of go-gettership, if that's a word. It's not, but y'all get my point. It takes you away from aspirations. It takes you away from wanting to do bigger and better things. But at some point, everybody has enough. But do you act on that? And I am urging every single one of y'all, I don't care what it was. I wanted to be a doctor. It ain't too late. Go ride out. Go learn one class at a time. It may take a while, but if you never start, you'll never get there. If you never start, you will never get there. Do something. Do something. Anything that you wanted to do in your life. And don't let excuses cloud everything. Don't let the excuses overtake you. Well, the timing ain't right because of this and that. The timing ain't got nothing to do with you at least researching how you'll do it if you had the time. And I'm still giving you an excuse with that. It's that simple, man. It's that simple. I just thank God that I got up off my butt one day and said, hey, let me just order this microphone and let me sit at home and practice my first video 50 times and still didn't get it right, to the fact I was like, man, forget this. I'm just going to record, talk, and post it. And that's what I did. That's what I did, man. And I've been riding out with y'all ever since, man. We're not even at 2 years yet, man. And when I started this, I'm like, man, it'll be nice if in 2 years I could have like 3,000 subscribers. Whoa. And we're not even at 2 years yet. And we're probably going to be at 9,000 within the next month or two. Let's go get it, y'all. Wake up, 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 wake up. Wake up. I want to see great things. I want to see people tell me about, hey, this is what me and my wife's doing. Hey, this is what I'm doing. Here's what my kids are doing. We're starting this. We're starting that. And you tell me about it so I can promote it. So I could tell other people about it, because there are people that need your talents. There are people that need your talents out here in this world. Don't sell your talents short. There are people who need them. They need them. They need them, man. Teach Me Out said, I've said it before, TD. Nobody can ever say that you're not a good man. You're a good person. Yes, Teach Me Out. I am a good person. And that ain't me being, what's the word I would use? That's not me boasting, because I wasn't always a good person. TD made mistakes. TD made bad decisions. TD did horrible things in his life. But just like me, don't let your past define your future. Never. Never let your past define your future. Ever. What they said about you yesterday don't mean that you have to accept it tomorrow. It's that simple. Speedballer, man. One of our subscribers, Speedballer, man. I'm so sorry to hear about your brother passing, man. Condolences to your entire family. I pray right here in front of everybody that you all will find peace, that you all will understand the situation that's happening in your lives right now. I'm beyond, like I said, I'm sorry to hear about that, man. That just took me. And I also pray for y'all's strength. I pray for y'all's strength, man. And I pray that y'all become stronger through adversity at the back end of this. It's not going to be easy, but you got a brother right here. Hit me up anytime. You know how to reach me. You know how to reach me, man. You know how to reach me, man. I'm here to talk to you anytime, bro. Love you, man. Real talk. I love you. Oh, man. Listen, man, I guess I'll stop right there, y'all. I'll stop right there. But wake up, y'all. Wake up. And if you need help waking up, hit me up. Hit me up, man. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all support. Thank y'all for tuning in to TD Phins Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. We're a family, y'all. If one of us down, let's make sure we pick each other up. Tonight, we have the second night of the draft. We're going to have the panel on, as always, and we're probably going to bring in some guests tonight as well. We're going to start around 7 p.m., and we're going to go from there until the draft is over. I already told y'all on Saturday, I'm not sitting here for 8 hours. Every pick that we make, every move we make, I'll probably go live for about 10 to 15 minutes to talk about it in spurts. Because we all week, every week, we're locked in this house. So got to spend as much time with the babies as we can on Saturday, give them fun, give them excitement, manage this quarantine that's still somewhat going on. So I'm going to give it to y'all the best way that I know how, the best way that I can. Again, I'm going to say it one more time. Y'all go out there and motivate somebody. Don't only just motivate somebody. Also, call your mamas and your daddies or your uncles and your aunties. Check on them. Some of us got aunties we didn't check on in years. So call them. Hey, just checking on you, seeing how you're doing, man. It might be a good thing for them just to hear your voice. You don't know the impact you can have on other people until you enter back into their lives. I'll put it like that. All right. So don't forget your families. Don't forget your friends. All right. TD Phins Talk, together to the end. Y'all seen that freestyle I just hit on y'all? Ooh, let me tell you. Hey, don't forget your family. Don't forget your friends. TD Phins Talk, together to the end. Yes, we are off. Man, I don't get me going. But I'm going to talk to y'all tonight, man. I'll see y'all in about an hour and a half. This TD Phins Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Love you, love you, love you, love you. Thanks for your love. Thanks for your support. Thanks for everything you do for this channel. It is because of you all that we're great. It is because of you all that we continue to add family members to this family. And I'm appreciative of it. I'm thankful of it. I'm humbled by it. And I see my wife still in the comment section. I love you, baby. I love you, love you, love you, love you so much. Forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Ever. All right. And I'll see you in about 3 seconds whenever I cut this stream off. All right. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all tonight, man. Peace. You don't love me more. See, she talking to me in the chat now. You don't love me more. I love you more. Y'all probably like, oh Lord, they being weird. I'm out of here, y'all. I'll see y'all later, man. Oh man.